So in today's episode of Thinking Out Loud Thursday, this is episode 6, and it's going to be all about how I recently turned my minivan into a 4-passenger van with my sleeping area in the back. That's right, I've got the best of both worlds now. Come on, let me show you what I've done. So the passenger side is basically the same. You know, I have all my safety things, my grandpa shirt, there's a jacket, socks, men's eyeglasses. I use those for safety. If somebody peeks in my van, they'll think that a grandpa might own this van. So as you're coming around now, as you can see, this seat is still stowed. This seat in back of the driver's seat is currently up. I do have storage down in here. I have camping supplies, and I'll just use that when I'm camping. So my bed is basically the same. However, my refrigerator is in back of my bed now. I'll show you that too. Notice now that I only have one dresser. And I have my Jackery secured really well over there, and some going around this seat here. So that's not going anywhere. Back there is basically the same. However, I have some bread and chips and things that will get crushed if I put them in my ottoman. I did raise the bed just a little bit with this piece of wood here on the end, and I still have all my food underneath my ottoman. So this makes, raising it makes it level. Now it was leaning a little bit. My refrigerator is back here. And everything else is pretty much the same, except I do now have both of my camp chairs back here. And I also fixed my spout. If you remember another video, I thought it was broken. And I have a new addition. I have a camp stove. Now, that's not going to stay there. I'm going to actually put it underneath the dresser. I got these wood pieces from Home Depot for free. He said they use them in pallets, but they didn't need them anymore. And these have like a groove in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them underneath the little legs on this dresser, and that'll raise it a little bit to where I can put my camp stove underneath. I'd like to also put my shoes under there. Right now I have them in my front seat. My musical instruments are still there. My keyboard, my ukulele, my solar panels are back there. I have them turned around because the other side is orange and I don't really want that showing. I have my window covers back there. A lot of these craft items I'm bringing to my daughter's house. We'll do crafts there, and then I will probably just leave them there. So let's talk about what I'm going to put my feet on, because this bed is a little bit too short. Not much, maybe a foot. So I actually have a couple of options. One option is slipping my TV tray right here. And that stays pretty well with the wood wedged like that. Then I can stick my jacket on the top to even it out, or a blanket, or even a pillow. Option number 2. Roll and store the carpet. Lift the cover and the seat. Clip it down. Lower this. You can see all my camping stuff is in there. That fits nicely there. I can also put the carpet back down there if I'd like. But this right here can act as my footrest. I can put my jacket, I can put a blanket, I can put a pillow. And then during the day you can have the seat up. And it also lounges all the way back. I'll show you that. So it goes pretty far back. I really like this setup because now I basically have a passenger car with my sleeping quarters back here. So let me know what you think in the comments. I've only had it this way for a couple of days, and so far what I've been doing is during the day I leave the seat up. I like sitting in there. It was raining the last couple days where I'm at, so I watched a couple of movies and that's been great. At night I just flip it down, put my feet on it, and I have an extra blanket. I put that on the top and that evens it out really well. Yeah, so we'll see. If you haven't seen my first van tour, I'll leave a link in the description. Now, as far as what I did with the other dresser and the ottoman that I was putting my feet on before, is I gave that to a friend of mine that I was staying with recently, and so she's getting some use out of that. I suspect that when I am stationary, the things that are in my front seat now, like my shoes and you know, all that safety stuff that I have up there, I'm going to go ahead and put that underneath the other storage area. And then I'll have room for another passenger to sit up front there. Alright, that's it for today. See you on the road.